and of course Paradise Biryani. But in the last 10 years, I think what's intrigued me more is the way this city and particularly the state has evolved, both in terms of its presence in the business world and in terms of the quality of infrastructure development. I think every time you keep coming back to Hyderabad, it's fascinating how infrastructure develops so rapidly and so quickly, and I would say at a much better pace than most other parts of the country. And I think that credit goes to the people of the state and the way the state has been managed over the last 10 years, that we've seen so much of infrastructure and businesses coming in. I would therefore say that it's a moment of happiness for all of us here, the Hyderabad team and all of us from Lifespaces, to be part of Hyderabad and to be part of Andhra Pradesh. We've operated as a company in the last 10 years, largely in Mumbai and Pune, then moved on to NCR and Chennai. And in one sense, Hyderabad is the fifth market that we are entering into after almost 10 years of existence. Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Nagpur would be the three markets that we'd get into in the immediate future. So what we're basically seeing is in a space where most people think real estate development can only be local, where you cannot have a pan-India presence. We've been slowly but steadily expanding our footprint across the country to actually become a pan-India player. And I think that's a function of the group that we belong to. The Mahindra Group, as most of you are aware, is a $14 billion group, a very diversified federation of companies spread across automotive, farm equipment, IT, financial services, defense, hospitality, and real estate. And we are one part of the group, a small part of the group, but I think a part of the group that the group believes also is very critical, because it's a part of the group that's actually trying to build a future India. So whether it was the first Mahindra World City that we launched about 10 years back at Chennai, which was the first integrated city in the country, a space that till then people did not believe private sector could come into. It was seen as a public sector domain. So here was the company which was looking at bringing in industrial infrastructure so that the best companies in the world could actually locate in a great environment and also operate in a great environment. So as Shubhada mentioned, we have companies like Infosys, BMW, Capgemini, Timken, Fujitec from Japan, a whole host of companies from across the world at Chennai. We are replicating that as a second effort in North India, in Jaipur. And so that's one part of our business where we believe we're very close to the development of India. But the second part of the business that we believe is equally close to the development of the country is your ability to provide good quality housing to the residents of the country. And that's where Mahindra Lifespaces comes in. Our focus always has been how can we do this in a manner which is transparent and in a manner which is sustainable. So we were therefore the first company in the space that actually launched green homes. People had done green IT buildings and were able to communicate the benefits of lower electricity consumption to their customers and therefore get better rentals. But it was not something that anybody had done in housing, because you really were not able to communicate the benefits of energy saving, water saving to a family, and they did not factor that into price. But we still decided to go ahead because as a group we believe that it's important for us to develop responsibly. So it is about being able to reduce our carbon footprint and ensure that every project of ours is green. We today have 6 projects which are IGBC pre-certified, either platinum or gold, and one which has actually been completed and delivered. So at Lifespaces, the focus is yes, sustainable development, the focus is healthy living, and the focus is transparency in our dealings. So that our customers can be sure that they're dealing with a developer who will deliver what is committed, who will deliver quality, who will deliver with responsibility with all the approvals in place. And they can feel comfortable about what is possibly the most significant decision each of us takes in our lives when we buy a home. So I thought I'll start with that introduction and again go back just to say that we are happy to be here in Hyderabad. This is not a specific session on what we would be launching into Hyderabad. We still are a couple of months away from launch. But I'm happy to take questions from any of you. And all I can say on behalf of all of us here is that we're looking to be here for the long term. Thank you.